Okay, so a bit of a different video for you this week because I've had a bit of a medical issue. So let's talk about it. Okay, so welcome. Now, as I say, a little bit of a medical issue this week. Nothing to panic about, first of all. But I thought I'd pop on and let you know about it because you're going to notice, basically. You might be noticing some weird things going on with my face on this side at the moment. So yeah, let's talk about what happened, talk about what it is, and how I foresee it impacting over the next few weeks. So Monday night, whilst I was having my dinner after work, so about 8:30ish, because I work Monday, so it's a later dinner, noticed that this side of my mouth was feeling a bit like it wasn't really responding properly. A bit like when you go to the dentist and you have the anaesthetic and it sort of starts to wear off and you sort of wear your mouth is there, but it's not really feeling quite right. So I thought, that's a bit odd. Maybe it'll clear up overnight. Bit strange. But yeah, I'll see what it's like in the morning. Woke up in the morning and it was much the same. So I attempted to get an appointment to the doctor, which is a bit of an achievement around here, but I did get into the system. My thinking was if I couldn't get through to the doctor, if their system was already full by the time I got on there, which is quite often the case, opens at 8 o'clock and normally by like 2 minutes past 8 it's all full and closed again. So I thought if I can't get through there, I'll pop down to the urgent care at the hospital, see what's going on. But I did the whole, like, well, my arms are fine, my speech is fine, it's just my face is being a bit weird. So I wasn't too sort of panicked about it. But a couple of hours later, my doctor rang up, well, the locum rang up. My doctor's surgery is understaffed at the moment, they're trying to recruit a new doctor. So if you want to work for the NHS and you've got a doctor's qualification, there are jobs going in Grantham, like quite a few. So the locum, who's like the stand-in GP, that works alongside our regular GP to fill in with a rota of them, phoned up and just went, hospital, now. So yeah, to go to the hospital because they wanted to check things out, make sure that nothing too serious is going on. There's a couple of things that come with paralysis basically in the face. One is Bell's palsy, which is what I've been diagnosed with, and the other is stroke. So they also want to eliminate that from the equation. So don't do what I did. Any weakness or droopiness or weirdness in your face, go to the hospital straight away. Don't sleep on it. Don't try and get a GP appointment. Just go straight to the hospital. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Yeah, your GP will tell you off if you don't do that. So yeah, Bell's palsy. What is it? Okay. The doctor at the urgent care, because we don't have a casualty department in town, we just have an urgent care unit, which at least is 24 hours, which is better than when we had a casualty department because that shot at 6:30. But yeah, the doctor at the urgent care didn't give me a great deal of information. He's like, it's a viral thing, here's some prescription to pick up, and here's something to get over the counter to protect your stomach whilst you're taking the prescription, because the prescription is steroids. So I'm on a 10-day course of that, and that's basically all the information that I got. After they'd eliminated what else it could be, because that's how they diagnose Bell's palsy, they eliminate other things. They didn't do like big scans and that sort of stuff. They went purely on my symptoms, which is fine, because the main one that they're worried about is stroke, and I have no other symptoms that could be stroke. I have no headaches, no pain. So yeah, it was literally just the face, so they were able to quite quickly eliminate other things. So I got my prescription, got my over-the-counter medicine, and I knew a little bit about Bell's palsy already because a former colleague had had it, so I know it's temporary, but I have done a little bit of reading around on things like the NHS website, Mayo Clinic website, that sort of stuff, so actual surgical, clinical practices, and I've watched a few videos, some from people who work in the field, so again YouTube channels based in medical centres, and some from other people who have had or like this were filming whilst they had Bell's palsy. If you look it up, you will see people with much more pronounced drooping on the side of their face, they won't be able to close the eye on the side that's affected. I can close my eye. It's a little bit more effort than normal, but it closes most of the way, and I can blink and stuff. So my eyes are okay, which is good. There's a lot of people have to take eye drops and things because they can't close their eye and they can't keep it moisturised. But yeah, Bell's palsy essentially is a temporary condition. It's a paralysis of one side of your face, and it's caused by the prevailing theory is that it's caused by a viral infection around the cranial 7, I think it is, nerve, a nerve here that connects your brain to your face muscles. Actually, I'll pop a little video after I took on Tuesday after I got back from the hospital that shows what I was like that day. So that'd be useful for me to sort of see how things progress. But it means that the muscles on this side stop working, or on one side of your face stop working. For me, it's my right side. For other people, it'd be the left. So it means that my smile is really wonky because these muscles are stronger, so they're pulling everything this way. So everything sort of goes that way. Cleaning my teeth is an experience because this side of my mouth doesn't seal properly. Eating and drinking is an experience because only this side of my mouth is working. I can't raise my eyebrow on this side. One of the things the doctor got me to do is to look up and to raise my eyebrows and try and wrinkle my forehead. From my reading around since diagnosis and my watching various medical people do videos, my understanding of it is that that is because there's a difference between how paralysis affects your face with stroke as opposed to Bell's palsy, in that Bell's palsy affects the entire side of your face, whereas stroke only affects the lower half of your face. But I am not a medical professional, so if you have any muscle weakness or drooping on this side, go to the hospital, let them check it out, and don't self-diagnose. So I can't really control that side of my face. I started wearing an eye mask at night just to make sure that the eye stays shut overnight, to make sure that I don't let the eye dry out because that would be bad. But other than having to wear the eye mask, other than taking medication and having challenges eating and drinking and cleaning my teeth, it's not painful, it's just annoying. And it should clear up in time. So as I say, I've got a 10-day course of steroids to take. I've got another appointment next week with the specialist at the ENT. But otherwise it should clear up in time. For some people it's a few weeks, for some people it's a few months. So yeah, it varies a bit, but it pretty much heals itself in time. They give you the steroids to just give it a bit of a boost, a bit of a kickstart into that healing process. And so that does mean that any of the videos that I'm filming over the next few weeks at least, you're going to notice a bit of droopiness. When I'm talking, you're going to notice it a little bit. You might notice it when I'm not, but it's mostly going to be when I'm talking because my mouth is the most noticeable part of what is affected. But I am going to attempt to keep up with the schedule where I can. I'm not sure if I manage that next week because, as I say, I do have a medical appointment next week in another town because we don't have an ENT department at the local hospital. So that means I do have less time, and obviously I am still working on wedding stuff that I'm not going to be showing you till later. So I don't have a huge amount of time at the moment that is not work or wedding to do other stuff to film. So yeah, I'll try, but I may miss a week or two here or there whilst I'm dealing with medical stuff. So yeah, if you don't see me for a week, don't panic. It's fine. It's not a serious condition. It's just irritating. So yes, I'll do my best to keep up with the schedule, but things might get in the way a bit. So I thought I'd let you guys know ahead of time. And yeah, the only bit of medical advice I'd like you to take away from this video, as I say, I'm not a medical professional, but the only bit of medical advice that I will give you is do not hesitate to go to the hospital if you have symptoms like this. It's worth getting checked out to make sure it's nothing more serious, and it's worth doing that quickly, because if it is something more serious, it'll get a lot worse a lot more quickly. So yeah, don't panic, but just go to the hospital and get checked out. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Hopefully next week, might be the week after. Who knows? But until then, happy crafting and bye-bye for now. I'm trying to smile, it's not really working.